So we're near Moalboal in Cebu Island, on the southwest part of the island. And in this video, we're gonna explore everything around here, starting from the highest mountains to under the ocean. Good afternoon, people. I am in Moalboal right now, which is the small town on the southwest side of the island of Cebu. I'm actually in this little village that's like close to the town, like 3 kilometers away. It's a simple village, like one street going through the whole place basically. That is a coastal village that is famous for all these activities that you can do in the ocean, including some of the best scuba diving in the world, I want to say, and some fun snorkeling. But there's also a lot more to do outside of the sea or the ocean in Moalboal. How's it going? I just ran into one of my friends who's snorkeling over here. So one of the things that I did yesterday was this like canyoneering trip to this place called Kawasan Falls. It's just a bunch of waterfalls, a lot of really cool stuff. You like wear your helmets and your life vests and you just go through these caves. You kind of go under rocks, over rocks, and then you do a bunch of cliff jumps, like 7 of them. And that was the most fun part. And then I did the first few grade. There was like a 21 feet or 7 meter one, another one that was like I think 7 or 8 meters, and then there was like the last one which was like 10 meters, like 33 feet. And I tried to do something fancy with that, and I messed up the landing and landed face first, which is why my neck is really freaking sore today. Not doing any extreme neck exercises anytime soon. And there's this one waterfall where you go behind it and you like swim under it and come out the other way. No one told me you have to like swim far enough to like clear the waterfalls, because I didn't do that. And I got stuck under the waterfalls, and I would have definitely like drowned if I wasn't wearing a life vest. I was like stuck there for like 10 seconds with this very powerful force of water landing right on my head. But I survived, so it's fine. But be careful if you do that. Today, I'm gonna go on this hike that's supposed to be a really cool hike, one of the best hikes from what I've heard in the Philippines. And it's actually gonna be my first hike of the year. The last time I did a hike was in Albania, so I'm pretty excited. So we're gonna take a scooter to get to this hike, which is like 1 hour and 30 minutes away, so we're just renting one right now. Hello. This is Michael.
Slowly turning this out. Slowly turning guys.
So hot. It's filled up on the gas, so we don't have to stop again later. Oh, this is gorgeous. There's some construction going on this road. This stuff, I think there was a landslide. So the kids here who saw us going, they like literally offered to drive our scooter past the rubble. It's really nice of them.
What is your name?
Nadir, what's your name? So basically, this road turned into a dirt road. I guess there's another good way to go there that's like a longer route. There's no way we're gonna get past this. So these 2 kids, they're like 18 and 14. They're like tour guides. They literally offered to drive our scooter, and my friend Michael got behind him on his scooter, and I swapped places with his friend, and I got on the back of his bike. And I think we're past the roughest part. On the way back, we're definitely not coming back this way in the dark.
Better road.
Better road? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hold me.
He's 14. Saved our life.
Oh fuck.
Thank you.
We would have turned back. Like,
yeah, I'm glad they did.
Yeah. I'm so glad they did. That's on that road.
We're literally on a bridge that has collapsed sideways. Look, this is a collapsed bridge. Made it. Took a while, and this was a lot more complicated than we expected, but we made it to the base of the Casino Peak Trail, which is that way, past this shop owned by the family. So we're gonna get started because it's 5 p.m. Sun sets at 6, but it looks pretty cloudy. I don't know if we can actually see the sun.
Hello, how are you?
You're a vlogger, sir?
Yes.
Wow. Just write your page.
So we can literally see the peak in front of us. We're going for it before sunset, before it gets too dark. So I think we're more than halfway there, but it's starting to get more foggy. The peak is covered by this fog right now. Hopefully it clears up in a second when we're there. The trail is definitely getting steeper at this part. This place looks a lot like this national park I went to in Maui in Hawaii 3 years ago when I was living on Oahu. So if you watch the video, you're probably seeing things that look very familiar. Also on an island in the Pacific. It's definitely becoming a climb for the last part of the hike. So I might have to put my camera away for a second.
Oh shit!
Is this the right way?
I think there's an easier way. Maybe if I go that way instead of over the rocks.
Yeah, it doesn't look like the right way to do it. So it's much safer. Sad that we don't have much visibility because we're like literally on top of the peak right now almost. Right, so we made it to the peak, and usually you can see like hills back there that look like the chocolate hills. I'll put a picture in the video to show you guys what it looks like. But we really don't have much visibility. We can barely see anything. I can kind of see the road that we took to come up here, and a couple of houses and like the outline of a few mountains, but that's it. Not our luckiest day. I think we're seeing a little bit of the sun and what looks like the reflection of it in the ocean. Okay, so while we were complaining about the fog and I was trying to fly my drone through it, everything just disappeared and we can literally see the ocean and the sunset, kinda at least. We can see all the hills, which is what I was trying to tell you about when there was a fog. It took us a lot of patience, but we saw the sunset. So now we're gonna head down before it gets too dark, because we still have to drive like 2 hours in the dark in the mountains to get back. So there's this ridge trail here, or like a ridge that we're trying to hike across for better photos. We both went up there and we're like, nope, we're not doing this. The colors that we're seeing right now is just insane. We should actually head out this time. Sorry, it's entirely my fault.
No. I'm so happy we got to stay and see that.
Good afternoon, people. Today, I'm gonna actually enter the ocean, or the sea, or whatever this body of water is called. And I'm gonna try some free diving, which I've never done before. We're gonna see if we can find some sardines, and hopefully the visibility is good. Apparently it's best in the morning, or like the early afternoon around 12. It's like 4 p.m. right now. But a typhoon's supposed to hit this island, or the Philippines, tonight. I think the visibility might be even worse in like a few days. This is Dexter, the best free diver in the Philippines.
No.
You can go to 100 meters. That's not too bad. So yesterday I had this major GoPro malfunction, and for some reason like this long video I took of the Sardine run just didn't get recorded, and all I have is that 2-second glimpse of the sardines, and that's it. But this is what it's supposed to look like, and this video was taken by Roel, by the way, the guy who was in my shakeout video. So check out his Instagram for like more cool photos and stuff. He's a cool videographer too. So it kind of sucks that I couldn't really show you guys the one thing that Moalboal is probably known for the most, which is the Sardine run. But that's how life works, that's how travel filming works, and I gotta head out soon to Siquijor. I've been in Moalboal for 10 days now, which is longer than any other guest I know, unless they're doing like some special diving course that takes a while. People don't stay this long here. It's a really chill town. It's not as crazy as Siargao, and it's got some places with amazing internet, which is why I was stuck for so long, because it's very hard to find good internet on some other islands like Siargao. That is going to be it for this video. Like it and subscribe if you want to watch more videos, and if you want real-time updates, feel free to follow me on Instagram at Nadir on the go. I'll catch you guys in the next video from the next island, Sikifor.